What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. Now, today we're talking about the film Freaky, which is available now on demand, digitally, and in theaters. And this film is that new Vince Vaughn film that I'm sure you've seen all the trailers, promotions, and all that other good stuff for. And much like me, I'm sure that you were super curious to see what this was about. Huge fan of Vince Vaughn. You know what you're getting with Vince Vaughn. Then the added idea that this is a Blumhouse film, and the premise of this isn't something that is totally unique, but it should strike some curiosity with you. And here we are. So what I'm going to say is, first off, this film is exactly what I thought this film was going to be, with a small caveat to it. And that's the opening act is completely, I thought was going to get ready to throw me for a curveball, because it's super serious. It is like, and when I say super serious, I mean like, all jokes aside, super serious. It gets right to it. It is gruesome, gory. It looks like a true Blumhouse horror film, with Vince Vaughn being the slasher as the blissful butcher. That name is that's so Vince Vaughn, that name. But after the opening act happens and the premise pretty much sets, then you started getting what you thought this film was going to be about. And then that's, following Millie, who's in high school. She's in her senior year, and she's this girl that they consider to be a nerd. I don't know why, and they pick on her, and people like the smart jocks don't think she's attractive, and the bullies and all that other good stuff is happening. So she's getting her share of bad luck in high school. But she becomes the next target for the blissful butcher, and he has some special dagger, and I guess it goes wrong because they both get injured when he's trying to kill her. And they end up switching bodies, which brings on the Freaky Friday element here. And you have the Freaky Friday element inside of this horror trope that just, there you have it. And it's a good premise. It's fun. I don't know if I'm making it not sound exciting or not, but it is fun. It's definitely a good movie. And it executes well in both genres, both in the horror department, both in the comedy department, as you would expect with Vince Vaughn here. And we'll get back to Vince Vaughn in a second. But as far as with the horror, like, first of all, the cinematography is good. I thought the sound was good. The special effects. I mean, everything that you really want in a good horror film, it absolutely does that. And then at the end of the day, then you got the comedic factor to it. Because again, you have Vince Vaughn now, who's acting like a high school teenage girl who is, didn't have much confidence because she's always being bullied and so on. And then you have that girl who's played by Kathryn Newton, who's now flipped into the butcher, and now the confidence, the deep voice, the change of personality and persona, it's just like, how the two of them flip is like really, really well, and really shows you how dynamic the two of them could be. But it's also funny because like the dialogues change, and like, quite frankly, some of the best parts of the film actually comes just through dialogue, and it's super entertaining. Then you have good supporting characters. Josh Nyland, played by Celeste O'Connor, who I've interviewed earlier this year, who's just really on the rise in her career. She's going to soon be in the new Ghostbusters. And then you have, and Josh is played by Misha, who is just one of my favorite characters for this film, period. And the three of them, since Josh, Nala, and Millie are all like the high school tandem of friends, the three of them together, both before and after the Freaky Friday switch, are still just so entertaining. So like, you get a lot of good stuff just from just the dialogue alone. But like, as a complete body of work, as a film, it just is great. Again, the cinematography is done well. I thought the suspense was done well by the shots of the cinematography, and then the drama, then the comedy, and then it's a Blumhouse film, so like the gore and the blood splattered, all of that good stuff is done really well. That's why I just had a good time with it, because I think the balance between the horror being really deep and then the comedy being really light, it just balanced out the movie really flat, to the point that you're just you're not, it's not so much as a roller coaster, but it's just like really well paced that you just truly enjoy it. And this film has tons of nod to classic other Vince Vaughn projects and horror classics. So definitely be keep your eye out for some Easter eggs and stuff that you should definitely be familiar with. So I can't stress enough, this is the movie that you want to watch this weekend. Whether you're going to rent it or if you have an opportunity to see it in theaters safely, this is the movie to watch this week on your Friday the 13th at that. And sure, you could have said, well, why didn't this come out Halloween? I think this was a good place for this to be released because it still just continues the good horror films that we've been getting this year, but it has its own little twist. So why not have its own date and unique time? It's unique release slot. So a couple of friends checked this out earlier at the Beyond Fest earlier this year, and they said it was good. And now seeing it, I'm here to tell you all, like, I really enjoyed this film. This is a film that you almost want to buy because you want to have it whenever you just need that one good film to just put in and enjoy, and not, it's not too heavy, it's not too deep, it's not too light. It's just really well paced that, everyone's going to find something good about it. And this is really well done. Classic Vince Vaughn, good film. Check this out, folks. Definitely let me know in the comments. Now that it's out, you can talk some spoilers in there. And, I'll see you very soon for the next review. Thank you for watching, folks.